Let's talk briefly about some different major tonalities that would work over a minor chord, because some of the same keys apply here. And there also are three of the same keys that I just gave you as harmonic minor also work for melodic minor. So let's stay on minor tonality for a minute. If we want to deal with major, I'm thinking primarily both Lydian and Ionian in one key. It's one only, but I'm going to go through a couple of different key centers of major tonality over minor for you now. And these are more of the diatonic minor modes. In other words, Dorian, Aeolian, Phrygian, and Locrian, using major. And it's interesting because some of the same keys that work for harmonic minor also work as major. Let's talk about those first. Two of the four keys I just gave you as harmonic minor over minor, namely a whole tone below and a minor third above, in this key that would be B flat and E flat, those also work as major. And again, you still want to reference the minor tonality, the original minor tonality, often enough that all of these things sound like an extension and are somehow related to the original minor tonality. So when in doubt, play the basic four-note arpeggio. In this case, if it's a minor tonality that we are extending, it would be 1, flat 3, 5, flat 7. So however complex my lines are, whatever I'm playing, sometimes I want to reference C, E flat, G, and B flat, so that whatever else I'm playing sounds like an extension of that somehow. So if I play a B flat major arpeggio, Ionian only, because Lydian would give us the E natural. That doesn't work over C minor, obviously. So here's a B flat major. And this is also a sound that works over dominant. It's just the pure sus. And when we get to dominant, I'll mention this again. If I compare a B flat major and a B flat harmonic minor, the third has been dropped and the fifth has been raised. So I can go back and forth between C Dorian minor and B flat major. What does B flat major give me? The 9, the 11, and the 13. These are all notes that are inside the Dorian scale. They're not part of the basic Dorian minor arpeggio, but they introduce no tensions, but they are an extension. I like to differentiate between embellishments and tensions, thinking of notes inside the scale, which are extensions of the basic arpeggio, and notes which are not. So 9, 11, 13 are all inside the Dorian scale. So you can just think of these as minor triads. Also, just think of a D minor triad with a C in the bass, or a B flat major. And that gives you a minor 13 with an 11 and a 9. So if I go back and forth between C Dorian and B flat major, back and forth. Whoops, should be there. Now I'm going to go back and forth between B flat major and B flat harmonic minor. So I'm dropping the third, the D becomes a D flat, and I'm pulling in an F sharp. And let's throw a little C Dorian into the mix. C Dorian, B flat major, B flat harmonic minor. Actually, this note comes in later. So. Can you hear me moving away from the basic minor tonality by introducing the harmonic minor? I'm moving away from it in a subtler way by playing the major a whole tone below, because that's generating notes inside the Dorian scale, namely 9, 11, 13. B flat major, B flat harmonic minor, C Dorian. So that was C Dorian, B flat major, B flat harmonic minor. So in terms of generating ideas, some of this is just a matter of seeing how to physically connect things together. C Dorian, B flat major, B flat harmonic minor. So if you go through these slowly, you start to see the physical ways that you can get from point A to point B, connecting these different sounds together, and you start to internalize the sounds. You begin to feel what a minor chord with a 9, and 11, and a 13 is, versus flat 9 and flat 5. Pretty different, but in that case we're simply moving from major to harmonic minor in the same key, a whole tone below.